Oh, I'm sorry about that. We got so much going on out here. This is a pursuit, stolen vehicle. This is one of those ones where we don't want to joke around too much. This is a obviously this person's driving a stolen vehicle, but this was taken in some sort of home invasion in the Wilshire area. So this is actually a pretty bad guy behind the wheel, and we know this for a fact. So at any rate, they stole after they did the home invasion, they stole the person's vehicle, and this vehicle had some sort of tracking device on it. Now, LAPD has been working quite diligently trying to find this car on the 10 freeway. The LAPD helicopter spotted the vehicle. They confirmed the plate. They got the California Highway Patrol behind it. It was driving freeway speeds until just a few moments ago when the California Highway Patrol got behind that vehicle and turned on their reds and lights, and then this BMW just took off. Speeds of up to 140 miles an hour just before we went live. Right now you can see it kind of wedging its way here between some cars. This is on the eastbound 10 freeway. We basically have passed the Pomona area and starting to get into the Ontario area. Again, though, the person behind the wheel, desperate to get away, and this vehicle was stolen, like we said, in some sort of home invasion robbery. So this driver, the suspect this morning, very dangerous suspect behind the wheel. And with that car, the one thing we can say that might be a huge positive is even the tracking company, the vehicle that actually has that tracking device, don't know if it's built in or it's a BMW feature, but they seem to know that that vehicle is low on fuel. So this car might not have a lot of room to take off or room to run. Right now, though, the helicopter from LAPD still out here with it, tracking it. I'm not sure where the California Highway Patrol is in that traffic. Don't get too wide, Justin. We don't want to lose that vehicle. But you can see there's a lot of traffic out here, a lot of slowing. But that BMW definitely running from officers this morning.
Okay, so let's stay on this and let's talk through it. It looks like, at least from what I can tell, I mean, the windows are tinted, but it looks like I'm seeing a driver. I don't see anyone else in the car unless they're in the back seat. Who knows? Looks like the driver is wearing a bright red shirt. Now, is it just me, or is the back tire, is something going on with the back tire?
Well, I can tell you that that vehicle, I don't think it has any mechanical issues at all. That car up to 140 miles an hour just moments ago when those California Highway Patrol vehicles got behind it. We're in the upland area right now, and I can tell you we are approaching Euclid is where we're at. So it's eastbound, moving very, very quickly. The LAPD helicopter still with it, but the California Highway Patrol, probably because of those high speeds, may have fallen back a little bit, and also the fact that they have an airship, the helicopter over it, they might not want to, it's that game that they have to play. They have to weigh how dangerous is the suspect, how much traffic do we have, how, we don't want to injure anybody, even that suspect. They don't want to see that suspect hurt. So basically they have backed off a little bit, but you can see that this vehicle still driving well past the posted speed limit, but now at least kind of blending into some traffic out here. At one point, like we said, I was actually shocked to see that vehicle's limiter, because a lot of these newer vehicles, they have limiters on there. Here we go again. He's starting to really stretch those legs on that BMW, getting up into those triple digits. At one point going 140 miles an hour. So that car really is can move well above the speed limit out here, making it very dangerous for anybody else that's down there on the roads this morning. Again, those stolen vehicle, this was taken in a home invasion robbery in the Wilshire Division area. So this is a very dangerous suspect, and again, California Highway Patrol working with LAPD this morning as we're watching this vehicle pushing, our speedometer moving around a little bit, but well into the triple digits. We're now definitely in the Ontario area. I can see the Ontario airport right next to us, and this continues on eastbound on the freeway, 10 freeway this morning. The next majors that we're going to be coming up on are going to be Haven, and we're going to be there very quickly, especially with speeds at 100 miles an hour.
Okay, so for people who are just joining us, this was a home invasion robbery. This is where the vehicle was stolen in the Wilshire area, and the tracking, they were able to track the vehicle down by the tracking system in the car, as you mentioned, Stu. We don't have any other information as far as, what happened to the people where there was this home invasion. We don't know anything about that. We're just following this pursuit now, and the driver, the suspect, is speeding, going very fast. The traffic is picking up. Obviously, it's 9:15 in the morning on a Wednesday. So right now we're on the eastbound 10 freeway still. Give me a few other locators for people who are watching this.
Well, if you know the area out here, we're going to be coming up into the the North Cucamonga area. That's kind of the official name for this area. Haven is going to be the next major that we're going to be crossing, which we are probably crossing right now. Archibald, we just passed it. And again, this is moving very, very quickly. The one thing I can tell you that was unusual was when this pursuit first started, that BMW basically weaving in and out of traffic using its blinkers, which I thought was really odd. We usually, usually BMW drivers don't use blinkers at all, as far as I've noticed. But this vehicle using its blinkers right, left, as it basically was weaving in and out of traffic. Right now, though, you can see those speeds dropping back down. Looking outside, probably not a traffic issue, meaning it's not really, there isn't a lot of cars blocking him in. So again, we know from the information we've been told, or we've been hearing, that the vehicle's low on fuel. I don't know exactly what that means. Maybe it's 50 miles, maybe it's 150 miles left on that tank, but they were saying low on fuel. So when he opens it up like that and gets those higher speeds, that fuel mileage is going to drop significantly. The next major freeway that we're going to be coming up on is the 15, and that's going to be here in just a moment. Still continuing eastbound on the 10 freeway. You can see the speeds really starting to pick up once again. California Highway Patrol, they were behind it. They tried to initiate the stop, meaning, basically got behind it, turned on those reds and blues, and that car just really took off. Now, there is a helicopter above it from LAPD. They've been the ones making most of the calls this morning and keeping an eye on it, and I believe that's kind of the crutch that they're going to lean on. The officers on the ground basically saying, well, we got that helicopter, we're going to keep an eye on it. Looks like we're getting way over, so it might be getting off the freeway here, or this is the transition for the 15. It looks like we're going to be transitioning on the 15 freeway. We'll give you a direction here in just a moment. Justin's keeping a great eye on it. And again, LAPD helicopter, they're above it. California Highway Patrol on the ground chasing it. Stolen vehicle taken in a home invasion. So this is a very, very dangerous suspect behind that wheel.
Yeah, and I said it's 9:15 and this is where traffic starts to pick up, but relatively speaking, it's pretty light still on the roads. I guess you could say thankfully, because we always talk about how people have no idea what's going on, are the ones who sometimes end up getting hurt in situations like this. Bob, you're right there. Feel free to jump in at any point and give us your perspective.
And let's go back up to Stu, because it looks like this is the transition. Stu,
Yep.
Is this the 15 north now that we're looking at?
Yeah, Bobby, it definitely is the 15 northbound, and I'm looking at, the possibilities of where this BMW could go. We might have some signal issues out here in Sky Fox as we're going to be making our way. I mean, the pass is quite a distance away, don't get me wrong, but at these speeds, and as you've been saying, and it is the traffic is very light this morning. There you go. Now we're seeing that BMW pushing those up into the 100, let's just say 140. I would definitely say a solid 140 miles an hour as he's making his way north here on the 15 freeway. That vehicle's done that a couple of times, and sure, he's going to create some distance between him and those officers. There's no doubt about that. But the helicopter is going to be able to keep up. Even Sky Fox, I have to put it out there, 140 miles an hour, we'd be hard-pressed to keep that speed for quite a distance. This vehicle would basically get away from us as well eventually. Right now, though, high speeds, 15 freeway northbound, very dangerous suspect. I can't make that clear enough. Somebody that's willing to break into somebody's home and rob them and then steal their vehicle, that, shows you that mentality of that driver is very dangerous. High speeds, well, for any one of these civilians out here on the road, and of course, LA, they've got their helicopter. So they have an idea, or they can keep a bird's eye view of where this vehicle is going. And again, you can see that vehicle weaving in and out, really starting to move up here. And it looks like, well, every time he gets over to the right, I think he's going to try to take an off-ramp. That would be great for law enforcement.
Yeah, this is an extreme danger when we're talking about 150 close to 150 miles per hour. I do not know what the top speed of a BMW of this class is, but it's pushing really the limits there. 150 miles per hour. It looks like that was on the 15 freeway. We obviously lost contact with We lost contact with Stu Mundell in Skyfox, and we're just going to change our receivers so that we can try to get the Skyfox again. This all started as a home invasion. That car was stolen, a black BMW stolen in the LAPD area during a home invasion. The LAPD had been looking for this vehicle, and then because some kind of a LoJack or a satellite system, they were able to find this. And I think we've got Stu Mundell back in Skyfox to take a look at this. Still pushing those really high rates of speed, Stu. Stu, can you hear us?
Okay, sorry about that. We had some, we were trying to get that signal working for you guys. I have new information from the assignment desk. You know, these are one of the things. We work in a very fluid situation. Information moving, you know, changes up quite a bit. It's not a home invasion. It was a burglary. Now they're saying that this was a burglary, and it was taken from a home off of San Bernardino in the Wilshire area. So it wasn't a home invasion. That actually makes it a little bit less scary. You know, I was thinking that, you know, somebody was home, this person broke in. Turns out it was just a burglary, and apparently there might have been some keys laying around, and that vehicle was taken during that burglary. So that makes it, you know, does it make it better? No, definitely not. But it is just more accurate information. Take a look at those speeds, though. Northbound 15 freeway. This BMW just continues to move out here, and of course the LAPD helicopter, along with Skyfox. You know, really, we are actually working to keep up on it. There you go. He seems to be in the emergency lane right there, moving all the way over. That's
There's
not a
smoke
tire.
coming from the vehicle.
That's
here.
Yeah, and actually, literally leaving us our helicopters in the dust this morning as this BMW continues to move along. Those speeds might be accurate. Just looking out the window, you know, it's one of those ones where I'm seeing it out the window, and you can see this vehicle just passing, flying by all these other vehicles on the side of the road.
Stu, do you see this
California Highway Patrol, they clearly are not the types that just throw their hands up and say, "Oh well, we can't catch it." They are there, they're behind it, but they are considering safety issues, and they want to keep everybody safe. So they've fallen back a little bit, but I can tell you, LAPD helicopter along with Skyfox here following this vehicle this morning as it continues in the emergency lane. Those aren't flat tires, that's just dust on the side of the road. These are lanes that are not usually used. Again though, extremely high speeds as it's making its way northbound on the 15 freeway this morning after being stolen out of the Wilshire area in LAPD down over in the LAPD area.
Okay, wait, so just so we're clear, because I had mentioned it before we even saw what we thought was smoke. You're saying that's dust on the road? That has nothing to do with the tires?
It's the shoulder, essentially.
Stu? Okay, he can't hear us.
Yeah,
so basically, yeah, that's what it is. It's from the road. Nothing is wrong with the tire, at least for now. Although if he continues to drive this way, who knows? You know, he had mentioned that they had information that this vehicle had low fuel. I don't know if the owner of the vehicle had relayed that message to the police and then they had passed that information along. But if he keeps driving as fast as he is, and now he's slowed down quite a bit, 65 miles an hour, we were seeing 150 at one point.
150 miles per hour.
And this
really?
is what I always talk about. You know, I always think about, and when I'm on the freeway, this happens, I think about what if something like this were to happen and I'm driving, you know, carrying on, no idea what's going on around me, and how dangerous it is for people on the road.
Absolutely. Incredibly dangerous to be traveling at that high rate of speed. So we believe that this is the 15 freeway, the northbound direction. As soon as we get Stu back up, we'll figure out the exact location of where this is. But this is near the Rancho Cucamonga area, the Etowanda area, if you know the area. So this is a pursuit that started in the Wilshire division of LAPD. We believe it at first was a home invasion, but now we're getting new information that this was a burglary. So keys that were left behind, the car that was stolen in some kind of a burglary. The car does have a tracking system on it, a LoJack or some kind of other tracking system, and that's how LAPD was able to find this and the driver. We do believe at this point, from what we can see, there's one person inside that vehicle, but this pursuit now underway and the car now tracking over 150 miles per hour at some point, and we're also hearing that there's a possibility that this car could be low on fuel. So a freeway that went on the 10 freeway, the eastbound direction, and then went on the 15 freeway in the northbound direction now, and still on the 15 freeway.
So CHP was behind this vehicle, and we're assuming it still is. Stu mentioned that the LAPD helicopter is tracking the car from up above, as are we. Looks like, was that an exit or a transition? Can't tell.
What are the eastbound lanes here?
Okay, so Stu's trying to figure out exactly where this is going to, but looks like...
I can hear Haley talking to me. Sorry about it.
That's okay. So...
It's okay.
Today we're having a little bit of audio issues. I can't hear you guys talking at me, but I can tell you right now we transitioned eastbound 215. So basically we're not going through the pass up here. We're going to stay on the on our side of the hill, as it would be. So basically we went from the 15 to the 215, and now we're going to be heading eastbound. Look, oh, he got off the freeway. So this is going to become very interesting. So California Highway Patrol has the opportunity to get a little bit closer there. It looks like we're on Devore Road. I'm going to get you some better streets here in just a moment, but he got off the freeway. He has an opportunity to get back on, so maybe it was one of those, he just made the wrong turn. There he goes. It looks like we're getting back onto the 15 freeway. I believe that's going to be northbound lanes. So again, he basically, it looks like he just took the right there, but and now he's making his way back onto the North 15. So we've seen speeds drop down basically because of traffic. Right now, I'm looking out the window. I can see that vehicle, and he's got a lot of open freeway. There is traffic, as this is an uphill portion. So all the big trucks, they're going to be going a lot slower. A lot of the vehicles might be moving a little bit slower as well. That BMW, you know, I'm going to say it. You drive it like you stole it, and this guy definitely stole it. So he's going to probably keep his foot in it. I'm just really curious about the fuel situation. They were talking about that earlier on. They said that the vehicle was low on fuel. They brought that up a couple of times. Right now, it looks like this car's got plenty of fuel as he keeps these speeds at 100 miles an hour, northbound on the 15 freeway. Traffic out here is light, but there's definitely a lot more slow-moving vehicles, bigger vehicles that might create some sort of vision problem. Other drivers might not be able to see around these larger vehicles, and then having this guy moving at those high speeds, that could create a problem. There you go. You can see him really starting to open it up again. Northbound 15 freeway.
Okay, we could lose Stu again in this area, Skyfox in the area. It looks like it was going north on the 15 freeway. This goes up into the Angeles National Forest area, the Lytle Creek area, as it goes on towards Oak Hills, Phelan, Hesperia as well. So really a little bit of a difficult area to get a signal up there, but as soon as we reconnect with that signal, we will bring you that pursuit that's still underway on the 15 freeway. Okay, we'll keep an eye on the situation there, and as soon as we get that signal back, we'll bring it to you. In the meantime, we'll